China alert. U.S. plans a Ukraine-style tragedy in the Pacific. We will resist to the end. Now, this is a map of, you see the red line is what China claims. Basically, they're claiming everything into the area of Brunei, Malaysia, Taiwan, Philippines, and this is the South China Sea area. They're saying that there's a vacancy and they want to fill it. Even Vietnam waters, yes, Cambodia, Vietnam. So, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi called on other countries in the South China Sea to jointly resist U.S. pressure. China is seeking to create an anti-U.S. front in Southeast Asia in the face of developments in Taiwan. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi called on the other countries in the South China Sea to jointly resist U.S. pressure in the region, the South China Morning Post reports. China, Taiwan, the Philippines, Vietnam, Brunei, Malaysia all have overlapping claims in the South China Sea. The U.S. has become embroiled in the maritime dispute and formally rejected most of Beijing's claims in 2020, which was reaffirmed by the Biden administration. Challenging presence. The U.S. rejected China's claims under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Seas, UNCLOS, an international treaty that defines states' rights in territorial waters. While the U.S. uses UNCLOS to reject Beijing's claims, it's not a party to the treaty as it has never been ratified by the Senate. Some countries not only refuse to accede to the United Nations Convention of the Law of the Sea, but also devise the Indo-Pacific strategy of forming exclusive small circles, engage in close provocations at sea, make a show of force, and endanger peace. We should resist together, Wang said, referring to the U.S. The Indo-Pacific strategy. The Biden administration's Indo-Pacific strategy was unveiled earlier in 2022 and envisions a greater U.S. presence in the region to counter China with an emphasis on building alliances and strengthening partnerships. Wang has said in the past that such an effort could lead to a Ukraine-style tragedy. Another aspect of U.S. involvement in the South China Sea dispute is UN naval operations in the disputed waters. Since the Obama administration, the U.S. has been sending warships near islands controlled by China, raising tensions with Beijing. The U.S. has also invoked a 2016 International Court ruling issued under UNCLOS that supports the Philippines in its maritime disputes with China. It's recalled that the U.S. and the Philippines recently conducted exercises, the scenario of which was the invasion of 3,500 soldiers on a beach in the South China Sea near a disputed reef. Diplomacy of coercion. It's worth noting that China opened fire against the U.S. after its intervention in Germany regarding not passing part of the control of the port of Hamburg into Chinese hands. American intervention is indicative of the practice of coercive diplomacy. The real cooperation between China and Germany is a matter for the two sovereign countries. The U.S. should not oppose it unnecessarily and has no right to interfere in these negotiations, Chinese Foreign Minister spokesman Zhao Lijiang said. It's noted that the Chinese shipping giant COSCO has submitted an offer to acquire 35% stake in one of the three terminals of the transport company HHLA in the port of Hamburg, Germany. Germany's ruling coalition is divided over whether to go ahead with the deal, with reports suggesting it may allow China's COSCO to take a smaller stake than originally planned. This was from Banking News GR. I've translated this from a Greek article. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.